Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.
All right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see. What do we got activated? All right, good. Should be good to go there. Should be good to go. Let's see. Where's our low at? Overnight low. Previous day close was there. This is the overnight low. Got this odd wick down here. I mean, this could almost be like a data wick, it looks like. That might have been at the end of the kind of State of the Union. So I'm going to mark that level out as a level of interest. As you can see, I thought the 140 was the drawn liquidity. We talked about it last night. Yeah, I mean, like, did price pull back some? Yeah, of course. But, I mean, that's what we said. Like, you don't know how it's going to get there. So, it pulled back. Then kind of at London here, started grinding in that direction and just ran the 139.75, which was 4-hour buy side. Morning, Eric, Trading Star in the house. I actually do not believe that we're going to be held down now. I think we're pushing up into the 390s potentially today. That's my lean. Now, that being said, does that mean that we cannot pull back to some degree? No, that's not what that means. We could kind of pull back and then go, but I don't know. My overall lean today is probably just sort of a, just maybe sort of a grind higher type of day. There's no real news. We have earnings this afternoon from NVIDIA, but there's no real news today aside from the earnings. So just trying to see what this level is. It's like a wick inside a gap on the 15-minute, right? Yep. So 260 your next draw on liquidity up there. That's kind of what I'm thinking where we're headed, 260. I mean, we could mitigate lower to some degree, but maybe a Judas swing at open. Take out some of these a little bit lower levels at open, but I don't know. Overall leans higher. We'll see what the opening range looks like this morning. You know, we're going to need some sort of pullback, obviously, to kind of get along, right? That's just kind of how this plays. That's just how it plays out. And we'll see what happens. We are up green overnight, $75 on this account here. I'm going to be trading the other account, though, to start the day off. We only need $443 to pass this account. That's all we need to pass. All right. Let me just go ahead and post this. Dun 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 dun. What up, Tony? What up? What up? All right. So let me take a look at the news today. We got a Fed speaker at 10 a.m. Looks like 9:30. FOMC member Barkin speaks right at open. Generally not going to have too much of an effect. 5-year note auction at 1. That's really not going to do anything. And then we have Nvidia earnings after the market closes. That's kind of what we're looking like there. I will be live for the Nvidia earnings play. We did get our funded account from Take Profit Trader, so we are going to be full porting that. Could be a good day, could be a bad day. Mancini says, with 69.25 range resistance target hit, there's nothing to do now but ride our runners until the next elevator down bear trap setup. We did get a good entry last night on the 68.93 failed breakdown given in the newsletter. There you go. Oh, Son of Wall Street, good morning. Rise and shine. What up, Doc Tito? Yeah, I got it. I got your email, Doc Tito. That giveaway account will not be credited to you until the 1st, though, so you got 3 or 4 days to wait. So, just so you're aware. You'll get that on the 1st of the month. And I don't know if you signed up for an account with Trader's Launch or not, but you will need to sign up for an account. You don't have to spend any money, but you do have to sign up for an account. Chris, I'm going to play it with a bracket above and below, effectively. So I'm going to pick a key area above and a key area below to where I think, market's going to go, and I'm just going to bracket one above and one below. And I would like the orders to be OCO'd, but if they're not, that's okay. And the idea is just take one or take the other. That's all. Pretty simple concept. Pretty simple concept. That's our plan. Might do something. Do I want to do that or not? I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Just trying to figure something out. Not quite sure if I want to do that. Well, maybe. All right, let's do it. Why not? We are 14 subs away from the 9100 mark. All right. We'll see what this opening range ends up being. It's right around 20 points right now. If you didn't join us for the overnight trading, we were up. We're up $100 on gold, 2 winning trades on gold, 5 points each, and then $74 on the eval we were trading. We took 3 winning trades on the eval. Let's see, huh? All right, that'll work. And then, yeah, okay. Just getting my copy trader set up here for the opening range trade. Copy trader is set up. Let's just see what the range is. Honestly, I'd be okay with a 20-point range. That'd be fine. Still got 7 more minutes, so I don't know if it'll end up in that, but, you know, still. Let me see. One more thing. Let me do one thing here. I'm gonna mark one thing out here. What's that under settings? I don't know if it lets me see that under here or not. No, I don't think so. That's all right. Manually mark it out. $25, 50, 75. All right, let's put that on here. What up, King Alfred? Yeah, very much could, King. We're full porting at the earnings, Lina. We do got the gap fill down there at 25.017. I mean, that's where the gap fill is. So, I mean, we're 150 points away from that. Could potentially, for sure, it could potentially dump. Who knows? It could. I personally think we're just bullish, but you know, it does make sense to manipulate lower. Where's the London low? Here. So the midnight open and the London low are effectively in the same spot. So like here. Kind of like somewhere down in here. For the London low. So yeah, if it does sweep back down into that area, I mean, that could potentially you know, you probably get the gap fill at that point. We'll see. Does look very bullish. Good morning, Timbo. Nothing until 466. Yeah, we do got a wick at 260 on the 15-minute that I'm interested in. Funded accounts, David. Yes, I'm going to full send one Take Profit Trader Pro 50K account. We just got it today, so it's either going to blow or it's going to go. Obviously, we prefer it to win, but yeah, 2 for 2 on gold last night. Let me open it up. I'll show you the trades we took. Let's take a look. How many points? So I'm not going to use a point. I'm going to use points on like Bulanox, Apex, Tradeify, those accounts, the evals that I'm trying to pass. But for Take Profit, I'm not going to have a Take Profit. I'm going to have a trail stop of 10 points. And it's just going to trail. So anyways, you can see we created a ledge here. Zoom in a little bit on the 5-minute. We created a ledge here with a down close candle. So I took the long off that ledge. Very small drawdown, 5 points. Then we created another ledge here. Well, actually here, I'm sorry. So I took the long off that one. Then we created a ledge here, and I marked it out. But obviously I was off the chart by the time this tagged in. But you can see that one again, right? So let's just mark out the ledges after that. Here's another ledge. Did that ledge win? Yup. Right here. Bam. Winner. Created a ledge here. Did this ledge win? Yep. Bam. We're only looking for 5 points. That ledge was 06.2. Pushed up to 09. You did take some drawdown on that. But you would have been 6 points drawdown. You would not have gotten stopped out. So that ledge worked. Then we created this ledge. Did this ledge work? And again, I don't really trade this after 9 p.m., 10 p.m. It's kind of my cutoff. But you would have had a 15-point stop here. So 200. Yep, you barely would have got stopped out on that one. So that one did fail. But it is after the hour that we normally take it. So, yeah, decent night there on gold. Couple setups. Chris, so I set up an automatic trail in Ninja. So it's going to auto trail. So basically it's just going to, it'll have a stop loss on both sides. 10 points, maybe 15 points. And as price moves up, the stop is just going to move up with it. It's just going to be an auto trail. So once price moves 5 points, the auto trail will be triggered and it will stay 10 points behind price. So theoretically, that is, if it just blasts 100 points above the entry, it just trails 10 points behind, and then boom, you might capture 80 or 90 points. Yes, Moses, I did see that. You cannot request less than max payout. We've had a couple of people say that. Good morning, Futures Trader. What up, David? Mansoor ICT, that's going to be trade day. So it's going to be trade day. Tradeify does as well. Nice. What up, Rob? Can I show you on Ninja? I mean, all you're going to do is come in here, you edit. Basically, let's just say you were going to just go you're going to go 6 mini or 20 micros. Then here you would edit your trail stop. So profit trigger, you'd have it at 5 points, 20 ticks. And then plus, you would I'd probably do 40 ticks and then plus 4. So it would stay 36 ticks behind. Or you could do an auto trail. Then you would do an auto trail with a 40 tick stop loss. So All right, let me get this set up here. 32 points. So a 16-point stop loss, so we're risking $32 per micro. So 32, 64, that's 4. Wait, 32, 64, so we can go 6? No, is that right? Yeah, 6 micros. So let me go ahead and fix this. Stop loss is going to be 16 points. How much is 16 points? 16 times 4. I don't know. It's too tough. It's 64. 64 ticks. And then 128 profit target. All right, let me fix this. What's the catch on trade day? Nothing. They're just like Take Profit Trader. I mean, they're very similar. I'm going to go 64. Auto Trail would be... What did I say it was? 128? No. It's wrong. 40. Orb long. Save as template. Orb short. All right, there we go. Loaded for the earnings. I am, Matt. How much is a single account after code? It's like for the end of day, I think it's $105. Trade day is not intraday. If you choose the end of day weeks. Did I watch Justin Werland's video? I saw it on somebody's channel, but I didn't watch it. 177.50. I did see it on, I think, Iman's channel. Listen, guys, I mean, like, here's the thing. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, like, what he did. Obviously, like, saying he's not profitable is damaging to his business, his image, and things like that. Or they just break even. But, man, there are so many people out there that you could probably... that probably should be saying the same thing, that are selling Discords and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know of anybody that even has a Discord that proves that they are profitable, to be honest. I mean, maybe there's like some of the bigger ones who's taken out bigger payouts. Maybe, I don't know. But for the most part, I mean, like if you're selling a Discord and you're saying it's for entertainment purposes only, you know what I mean? Like, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? It's just entertainment. Pay me $100 a month, and I will tell you. I still won't even tell you when I enter trades. I don't know. Following these broccoli-headed 20-year-olds. Hedging work, trailing Jolly, and almost got you. Yeah, you could lose on both sides. Top Step, I don't know if they have daily payouts. No, there's no activation fee, ICT on Tradeify or trade day. No activation fee. No activation. I was going to full port my Lucid accounts, but I didn't realize I needed to have them already at halfway past. I would have tried to do that had I realized that, but I forgot about the 50% consistency there. So I don't know, man. I'm just like, here's things like, that's why I don't sell anything. I don't call myself a teacher or anything like that. I think you're kind of you're tiptoeing a line when you start selling stuff, or when you start calling yourself a teacher and stuff like that. I think that once you do those things, there's a bit of an obligation at that point to maybe prove that you know what you're doing, right? I'm not a teacher. I tell you guys that outright. Like, I think I do okay. Obviously, I know I'm profitable as far as like my overall numbers. I'm in a slump lately as far as getting payouts, but it's the mentality thing. It has nothing to do with my trading. It's all mentality. So, but yeah, I think that once you start selling stuff and things like that, you kind of do have an obligation at that point. So, Manny Matt. Oh. Yeah, so I really try my best not to cross that kind of a line. I mean, hell, you know, I mean, like we could even take Patrick, right? We can take Patrick Whelan. Let's just take Patrick. In his entire 8 or 9 years of trading, do you think Patrick has made money? What do you guys think? Now, obviously, he showed that he's up 100 grand in one account, 130, 150. He took a $300,000 payout from Apex, this, that, and the other. But like, prior to those large payouts, prior to him leaving Top Step, did you ever see large payouts from Patrick? Ever one time? In 7 years? I don't think you ever saw a large payout from Patrick prior to him leaving Top Step, right? He never showed anything. In fact, he got caught paper trading several times, right? So, like, you can even take Patrick and say the same thing. He's never lifetime showed that he's profitable. Do I think that he could be profitable? Sure. But it is a huge difference in you or me starting a $500 account and trying to grind that thing out to profit than him starting a $100,000 account when he makes that in a day, right? I mean, he makes 100K in a day from affiliates, probably more than that. So I think he makes about $1 million a month. So if you start an account with 100K, that's like me starting an account with $500. That's what that amount of money means to him. So you trade that account differently than you might if that money actually meant something to you. And that's just facts. It just is. So it just is. Yeah, oh boy. I mean, I kind of brought that up the other day when I was talking to Husk. I was like, like he does show these accounts where he makes good money in them. But then what happens to that account? You never see that account again when he loses it. He always starts another one. It's always, he refilled this account with 100K. So he doesn't show you the account when he busts it, right? So, yeah, nothing wrong with that, ICT. You can do that. Trading Star, yeah, he makes $1 million a month with affiliates. Before his channel got a little bit larger, I had already figured up that he was making roughly $30,000 a day, $40,000 a day, probably a year ago, and I was talking about that. So let's go, Black Beauty. But yeah, Patrick's making $1 million a month from affiliates at this point. So that's the thing. Like, do I think Patrick could make money long term if he wanted to? Yeah, for sure. I think he could. If he needed to, I think he could. But I'm just telling you, like, it's too easy to, create a course and make money off a course and make money off affiliates. And he does say now, like, hey, he does say openly, like, he makes his money from affiliates. He does say that. So, like, I'm not knocking Patrick at all when I say these things, because at the end of the day, would I do the same thing? Yeah, probably, most likely. Like, at the end of the day, it's a business, right? And it's, like you said, it's marketing and those sort of things. So And he's very, very good at that marketing. Very, very good at it. One of the best. So you can't hate the player, you got to hate the game, right? That's what that comes down to. What the hell? Did I put 2 sell limits on? I think I did. Why is that one? Okay. Oh, you got to be kidding me, man. Orb. Long. So, you know, as far as the Justin Werlin thing goes, I mean, like, I think you could use that philosophy with a lot of people. You really could. A lot of people there. And like I said, if I was selling you something or saying that I'm teaching you, then yeah, asking me to prove that I'm profitable would be just as fair as asking anyone else. But I'm not selling you anything. Use my code, that's up to you. That does help support the channel. And that's all I ask you to do. If you don't use my code and you use someone else's code, that's fine too. Good morning, Clarity. It really doesn't matter to me, you know, like, as long as you're using someone's code and you're, you know, give someone support. Yeah, 100% Black Beauty. I disagree with that 100 wholeheartedly. I think that that's really cringe. That is cringe. Are we actually going to open up inside the range today? I don't know. Maybe we will. 1 minute. I'll put the short on first, I think. Well, hell, I was going to. So now we're going to put the long on first. 77. And 45 seconds. 45.25. 45. Hopefully I don't have to move one of these before open. Oh boy, he sold a Discord. Chris, I try to, but it doesn't always work. He sold a Discord and like claimed he had made 700K in profits and this, that, and the other. And now he's saying that he's not that he's basically break-even trading and that he lied. Tagged in on the long here. We'll go break even at 1R today. There's the break even. Taking that one off. I'm going to secure some profits there. We'll start to trail at 2R on the runner. There's the 2R. Keep her running. I love that cash register. And that's the power of the opening range, guys. That's a perfect opening range trade there. So that is the power. Morning, Matty Matt. Oh, mooning. Moonshot. Thanks, Raul. So finally a nice little trade on the opening range. Didn't make as much as I wanted. We're up 355 on it, 325. I did take that first order off a little short of the 2R. Just didn't want it to come back after being up. So So I think that puts us up on the week 400, 800 now. We're up 600 on the week. After being down 200 last week and down 400 the week before, so we're break even over the last 3 weeks. Now those other trades would have been more than break even had I actually captured the wins, which I didn't. So. I am going to start buying the dips here. I think that's reasonable. I think my draw on liquidity is up there at 260 for now at minimum. Yeah, well, you just never know, though, right? So, exactly, ICT, exactly. Hey, listen, I want you to use my code, but at the end of the day, if you use someone else's code, that's all that matters. I mean, like, the thing is, get yourself a discount, and that's what I tell people. Like, don't use the company code because, like, they're just keeping the money in their own pockets. May as well support somebody. May as well. We're buying the top, guys. We're buying the top. I was like, why is that white line moving? But it's the middle. The middle's moving. I noticed that it was. I didn't notice. It probably was moving yesterday, and I didn't notice it. Or maybe the middle didn't move too much yesterday. I don't know. So strong. Yeah. Might as well just feed my kids. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Feed me, feed my kids. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate. We need about 450 to pass this account here today if we can kind of get it. That's what I'm gonna try to go for. We'll see. What the fuck? I was gonna close the position, but it didn't let me. I was gonna just long down here. So I do think we can push back down into this gap. Oh well. We'll just leave it on. It's fine. Could still go. John having Bulenox issues. I don't know why, John. Like, I don't have any issues early on in Bulenox. I mean, like, it maybe a little lag occasionally, but it seems to be working fine right at open recently for me. So I'm not sure why. Back above the high there at 245, I'll throw the stop in on this. Come on, bro. You're like a few ticks away from my take profit there. That's rude. guess it is the 250 level. I just noticed that. The first push into it usually doesn't quite get through there. I'll take my 10 points. If it leaves that liquidity up there, we'll buy the pullbacks. $260 is a wick inside of a 15-minute gap. If you pull up the 15-minute chart, look to your left. That is a obvious wick inside a 15-minute fair value gap. Huge order at 247 makes sense. Yeah, Treff, I thought we were going to that 139. We did go there, but it waited till open. I mean, obviously, we did pull back. We talked about it last night. Like, we don't know how it's going to get there, right? We have no idea how it's going to get there. So it did pull back and then end up pushing up through there this morning. You know, that's the thing. That's why I was saying last night, like, you can't just buy it there and hold and hope. It's going to get there like how it wants to get there, not necessarily how you think it's going to get there. And that's the reason why, you know, even if you know the draw on liquidity, you can still lose. You could still lose. $1,300. Let's go. Weeks. Nice job. I like it. Nothing wrong with being done very early in the day, although I don't believe you. I don't believe you. All right, well, let's see if we get a little pullback here into this gap. I wouldn't mind being tagged into the long down there at the 200 level. I think that's reasonable, especially if we leave that 260 up there. We're kind of flagging here a little bit. Looks like we're just going to run through that level. Put your normal break trade on, but in the middle of it, you realize you forgot the bracket. Oh, dang. Yeah, Matty Matt, 420. 420's NVIDIA roll. So we'll be there at 420. We will be live. I'll probably go live power hour, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock power hour. There's the 260. Again, we kind of talked about this last night, right? We said that, like, you know, when you're looking at the 4-hour chart, you've had, look how many lunges up you've had. 1, 2, 3. Like, how many tests of these levels do you think that we're going to get and not break through there? Like, you know, a couple of times, okay. But this third time, like, I just don't feel like it's going to hold us down. So I think that, you know, these levels up through here are very obvious kind of draws on liquidity here. So the question is like, how do we get there? I think we kind of grind into these levels and then we'll see what happens for NVIDIA. Doesn't mean at some point we can't, you know, make a little run lower, maybe close that daily gap. We still could potentially. We're only a couple of 100 points away from it. That's nothing for Nasdaq. So we'll see kind of what the initial balance holds. Do we continue pushing into initial balance and have a nice wide one? Or do we kind of just consolidate back into this range for a bit? We'll see. Swimming. I got to go to a haircut today after the My Funded TV stream. So those Lucid accounts, I'm like kind of struggling with those a little bit. We're up $300. I mean, we only need 1250 to pass them, I guess technically, but yeah, we're up $300 on those. I thought I was going to be able to full port those this afternoon, but I'm not going to be able to. I didn't realize they have a consistency rule. So we'll need 3 more winning trades. Well, actually, we might be able to get away with 2 more winning trades on those without taking a loser, potentially. Could get it. But right now, she's going to the moon. It's okay. Nasdaq breaking out. Yes, kind of. Still hasn't made a new high here. And the thing is about this is like we got to be careful here. We don't want to get we don't want to get stuck in a dump. Even though we think that we're going here, we could pull back to here. So we don't want to have to hold this through 200 points of drawdown. We're going to need some sort of pullback. So the obvious level would be kind of this 15-minute range here. 50% of the push up, and then maybe we'll be able to participate long at that point. But let's just be patient. Let's not get FOMO. Let's not buy the breakout. We kind of did that once already. Took our 10 points. But yeah, there's no reason to do anything crazy here. Let's wait for a pullback. We know there's going to be a pullback at one point in time, at some point. So let's just kind of play it safe. A little bit of playing it safe. We're not going to play it safe later on, so. Let's just wait. Any of y'all's kids ever go through like a phase where they did like the thumbs up in every picture that they took? My son, I was just looking at a picture from 7 years ago, and he's in like, we're at Stone Mountain. He's just over there giving like a thumbs up. It's hilarious. We're breaking out. We're breaking out. Be patient, guys. Wait for the pullback. Don't FOMO. I am closing out the other chart, just so you know. Closing that puppy out. Not even messing with it. Is Nutty streaming today? I haven't seen Nutty on in a couple of days. I don't know why he's not popping up in my trading, whatever, recommendeds. Oh, he's on. Wait. Did he say I'm out of control? What is this? I didn't see that one. Yeah, it isn't like he did anything too crazy. He was having internet issues yesterday. Yeah. He switched to that fiber to the prim, I think, with Spectrum, and he's had all kind of issues with that thing. Crystal also got the fiber to the prim from Spectrum, and she said it wasn't great either. I have Spectrum as well, but I don't have fiber to the prim. I have gig service down. I have just cable internet, so it's a gig down and like 40 up. Yeah, trader on tilt. This thing's just ripping, but we can't have any FOMO here. We have to have a pullback or we can't enter, unfortunately. $15-minute range breakout. Let's see where that target would be on the 15-minute range. 122 points. Man, that puts you basically at the 393, 400 level, basically. All right, finally getting a pullback. Let's go, Black Beauty. Nice job. Yeah, weeks. It's all right though, right? I didn't take 10. I mean, I had a trail, but I had it only 10 points behind. Not even 10 points. I actually had it 36 ticks behind on the runner. 150 points, but like I don't know. I don't FOMO into that trade. Like I entered that trade. If it's a win, it's a win. I'm happy with it. Oh, I'm hearing Nutty now. He's funny. Let's go, Trev. Nice job. Is there a video that recommend on how to live stream setups? Convergence, not really. You just have to Google it and figure it out. I will say that some of the videos are a little outdated. So, nice, Trev. I don't know whether I want to buy this 300 level. I do think the 275 buy makes a lot more sense. But I don't know if we get that. I'm going to be honest. I do not know if we get that. $420. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I got that level marked out up there as well. $420. The Smoker's Paradise. I just need some sort of a pullback to feel comfortable entering the longs up here. I mean, realistically, I think 275 is the best entry. Probably the best. Maybe even 210. You could even buy 200. I mean, 200 would be amazing, but I don't know if we're going to get it. One minute's giving you a few 90, May. Yeah. There's just not much you can do on a day like this. It's just ripping. Not much you can do here. You just got to wait. It's going to pull back. I mean, let's be honest. We know that. It's going to pull back eventually. Now, whether it runs the buy side up there before it does, I don't know. Let's go, Trev. Nice job. I mean, look at the 5-minute chart. I know that's what Trev is looking at. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Working our 5th green candle in a row since open. potentially. Just straight up, all green candles. Keep buying the rollover of the 5-minute candle, yeah. Now we're finally getting a little pullback. Now we're getting a good pullback. Mega cap tech ripping. Makes sense, right? Do I take a 300 buy here? I do think 275 is the better entry. Did Husk say he's shorting? Somebody go over there and punch him in the face. Oh. He's sharding. Yeah. You hate the time around trade of it, but Nuke guy has a good community one that is easier to see. What are you up to, Pine Tree? Did you jump in the loans? Oh, it might work. I don't know. He's trying to short the pivot, he said. It might work. Degenning some Apex eval. Save that for after the market closes. For a little Nvidia degeneracy. Let me see. Can we get the pull back to the 300s? There we go. It rhymes. 300s. We are just not getting the pullback. As soon as somebody press buy right now, because you know if you press buy, then it'll pull back 50 points. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know, guys. We got 4 minutes here until the top of the hour. We're flagging here. I don't know whether I buy the 300 here or not. I'm not sure. I'll probably take the buy at 300. ATR's 30. Yeah, that's not bad. We do have a pivot at 321. I don't know that we're going to get the pullback here. I'm not sure. All right, I'm about to take one for the team here. I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to buy the 325 here, even though it's risque. Risque. Next shove down probably gets through there if it does, but let's see if this flag plays out. So let's see. The roll of the 5 minute, that it ripped back, rebalanced that 5 minute there, Trev, and now is pushing. Nice big wick on the bottom of that candle there. There we go, 25-point dub. Let's go. We're good to 420 or at least 400. Yeah, I think so too, Trev. Made a new high there. ES did not, by the way. ES did not. So no new high there for the ES. Interesting. Top of the hour here, guys, in 5 seconds. Be carefuls. Might blast off. Whenever there's little doubt, like to watch the rollover of the next candle. Yeah. Every 5 minute candle so far has been green, which is crazy. You like the tree on the, you like the rollover 5 minute candle run. You've been doing great. Let's go. Nothing wrong with that. This could be a spot where we do kind of get a decent pullback. Maybe retest 260. Because there is an SMT now. What up, Jen? Good morning. Anybody else's Quan Tower do some sort of weird update? You had to redo the connections. Really not a lot of volatility. It's kind of grinding straight up. It's not super volatile though. You have Quan Tower, you had a mini update. Good for you. Trust me, late. You don't want it. Could get a pullback. SMT at the high. I'm going to take my 300 level buy off. Slow. I don't know how you fix this if it's slow. But you gotta reset up your connections, which is kind of annoying. Pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Yeah, I'm going to wait for a little pullback here and see. Man, this 5-minute... We're losing a little steam here. Losing a little steam. Potential first red candle on the 5-minute. Probably followed by a bullish engulfing huge candle. Oh, let me see. Is it gonna be green? Is it gonna be a green candle or not? $390 target, but likely yesterday finished it after hours. I don't know. It may be. Who knows? First red candle there on the 5. All right, let's see here. Losing a little steam here. Again, ES looking weaker than the Nasdaq. I mean, push back down into like that 307. Makes sense. 306. That little wick down there. I'm not looking to short, but like, you know, it's not unreasonable to short down into the 300 here, I don't think. With the SMT at the high there. $5K payout locked in with Lucid. Let's go, Francis. Yes, approaching the VWAP down there, 69.29, currently at 34. The 300 might not be a bad buy. Oof. Look at that candle. Right back up. A little trap here, a little long trap. A little long trap. I mean, if you get a clean close above 340 here, it's probably just going to squeeze. But it also could be a little trap here. New 5-minute candle coming in about 45 seconds. I want to see one more red candle on the 5-minute followed by a green candle. Nice flag on the 5-minute here would be nice. So one more consolidation candle here on the 5-minute would be super nice. See if we get one more red candle here on the 5. Kind of a weak close on that one on the 2 there. One more candle, sweep into the 300s, maybe in 275s, tag me in. I actually don't even know if I mean, the 300 buy might be a thing here. The 300 buy might be a thing. I'm thinking on it. We have the 21 EMA there. Actually, let's go 275. Let's be safer with it. I might regret it here, but yeah, I don't know, Trev. It's tough to say, right? Oh, come on. Let's get some music going. Zero momentum up here. Either way. No up momentum, no down momentum. I don't know. I still think 300 could be a buy. It is a little bit aggressive. I mean, obviously, the best buy would be all the way down there at 175. I'm not so sure we get that. You blew your account's clarity? Dang, that sucks. I hate to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Clarity. Never a good day when that happens. 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see if it can close red. What up, Marcine? Lucid reset Friday's outage. Nice. Was I green or red on Friday? Maybe I was. Don't remember. That's that short-term memory loss. I don't remember if I was red or green on Lucid on Friday. I could go back and look. Obviously, mine wasn't during the outage anyway, but it would have been nice to reset me. Get rid of my loss. If it was a loss, I don't even know. Might have been. What do you guys think? Where's a good long spot? Where's a good long spot? Just if you lost around 10, yeah. Mine was at 9, probably like 9:30. Close enough, right? Close enough. Guys, remember, Lucid is 50% off for your first 2 purchases. First 2 uses, and then 40% off, I think, for the next 5, right? They're still doing the 40, I think, right? And then 30% off thereafter. Man, I still think 300 could be an okay buy. You think about it from the perspective, you don't have the protection of the 21 EMA, also the 15-minute range. I'm going to buy the 300. It's pretty aggressive. I'll be honest. It's pretty aggressive, and yeah. Pretty aggressive. Aggressive. All right, we're in. I'm just thinking with the 90, 15-minute opening range, the 21 EMA, we got a little protection here, but, you know, still doesn't mean it can't just dump right through those. It can. It can. I think 315, I'll go break even. I'm going to push back up. I'm not going to be unreasonable with it. Looks like maybe we could have gotten the entry lower potentially. Just no way of knowing if it's going to actually go there, though. Little bit of protection. Yeah, I see it, Jamie. That's my green line. So got a little protection. That's kind of what I was thinking there. I would like to see, I mean, obviously, if we get back above the open of that previous candle there on the 5-minute, 318, I think that's a good sign, if we could. Turn this candle green here. This 5-minute candle. We're kind of anticipating a bull flag break here, but we don't know if it's going to actually happen. This will be the 4th red candle in a row on the 5-minute. If it closes here, got a minute left on it. I think I'm going to take the 312. It still could go, but I'm just going to take a 12.5 point winner here if I can get it. A little scalpy. 25 bucks. Potentially. Nope. Back above the high of this candle, 307.50 is I'll go break even. If we can get it. New 5-minute candle in 5 seconds. Doing good, Philcos. How you doing? This actually would be a long trigger back above the top of this candle too. 307.50. Daddy's home. Like as in Scott Triesty? Triesty? Or as in Trump? What are you talking about? The thing is, I mean, theoretically, this thing could go a lot further than just 312. I'm going to move this back up to 325. Moving it back up. We're finding some support here, but we're not really bouncing, per se. Yeah, Philcos, of course. Never enough to wild it out and being violent. Now I'm probably looking at like 315, 316 on a break-even stop. I just feel like we're getting enough consolidation here to where if we can start to push, we can probably run pretty quickly here. So funny, all those 5-minute green candles in a row, and now we're struggling to make a single green one. I could exit this trade here and just wait for a better entry. That may not be a bad idea. Fighting that 9 EMA there. Still got a minute left on this candle. I want it to close full. Need it to close very close to the top of the candle here. If it does that, that's a great sign. Be closing above the 9. That's not how we wanted it to close. That's not what we just talked about, bro. Yeah, I'm watching ES. All right, there's my stop to break even. ES is starting to break out there, 36.37. Come on. Don't do me that way. Get up there. I mean, theoretically, it should have expanded above the top of that candle. Just unable to get above that 9 EMA hold right now. Go. $10 locked. I mean, like, if it comes back and stops me out here, then it's just kind of an oh well. After being up 20 points there, I'm not gonna allow that to come back on me. Now, if this account can close, if this candle can close full, then I will pull my stop back down to break even. Yeah, got me for 10 points. That's fine. It's fine. If we're going to go in a range, yeah, for sure. Ninja locked up. Uh-oh, Jamie. I mean, this is a trend line break, right? It's a trend line break here, so theoretically, should keep going. I don't hate how that candle closed. It's pretty full, but, and also on the 5 minute, this is a breakout as well. See if it continues or if it fails. Still is an SMT at the high. Then I'm back to run the show. Oh, that sucks, Trev. Yeah, for sure, DA, for sure. And that's kind of what we were trying to judge, right? And enter the trades, but it's just not moving. Where there's not a whole lot of volatility right now, which is safe, but it also means you're going to have to display a little more patience than maybe normal. And I haven't done a good job of that yet today. So we need $356 to pass the account now. We're up $90. If we don't get it past today, it's all right. 7 points, but you're in too many. Woo! Heavy, heavy, Jamie. It should make a new high here. Should. There's my target. Just not quite patient enough there. Pretty easy read though, right? There's nothing, there was not anything that, it didn't do anything there that I didn't anticipate it doing. And like, so we took 10 points. I'm okay with it. We just kind of got in before it broke. Was up, now down. That sucks, Coper. But built out a very nice bull flag there on the 5-minute. Remember, new 15-minute candle here in less than a minute. All right. She's a pushing. Anybody still holding the long? I felt like a wimp right there. I didn't hold it. What's wrong with me? That's 2 today that I've taken off at 10 points instead of holding for the 25. Would be 3 for 3 and up 150. Only up 90. Hey, green is green though. So, yeah, Coper. We're gonna be doing it this afternoon. Little YOLO Nvidia earnings. Gamble, gamble. The key account really is the Take Profit Trader Pro account. If we can hit a lick on that Take Profit Pro account, that would be very nice, because we could pretty much use that payout for to activate the other accounts that we pass. That'd be nice. If not, it's all good, you know, no big deal. We just burned in one account, one funded account. It either works or it doesn't. It's kind of the idea. I'm going to try to catch 50 points with 5 minis. That's $5,000. That would be nice. Stay up at night.
Tell me, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want from me?
Funded accounts are green. Let's go. That's the way to do it right there. Guys, let's hit the like button. It is pretty slow, iTrades. Are we entering a sideways trading range? We're going to break out. Yeah. That is Ben and Rose Pine Tree.
I'm content that I'm on the fence, that I wish you would have stayed.
There you go. Maybe DA. I think good, if it's good price action, we're going to run the high. In my opinion. Let me see here. What does Apex got going on? Did they what did they go to? The 50%? You only sold in Kmart? Only sold in Kmart. That's right. Do you even know who that is? Jared Newman? Or Jared Neiman. I guess I say his name wrong. What did Bewley do? They didn't say do anything yet. 224. Yeah, nothing yet. You don't listen to much country? Yeah, I don't know, I like country too. Oh. Brad Paisley, that's some older country there. I don't I don't think Paisley's made an album in several years. There we go. This one's not country. Wow, look at that. I need to plug my headphones up. They're dying. Yeah. Black brows. That's it. Black brows. High trade says drop it. Well, we do still have an SMT at the high. That's a pretty deathy looking candle. I'm going to take my order off at 275. I still think that's a reasonable buy, but we do have an unmitigated gap down at 217. Kind of this initial gap, whatever you want to call it, first presented gap. So I think a buy down here at 200 or even 225 makes more sense. You also got VWAP protection, middle of the range, that sort of thing. So hey, let's go, Business Lens. Nice. You the man. You're so afraid. Yeah, it's just tricky. I mean, if you get a 1 minute inversion back up here, it's certainly not A plus. Certainly not A, but you know, it's a B to C setup, but could work. Let's switch over to the 1 minute right quick and just take a peek. Show you what I'm talking about. It's kind of an FU type setup, right? No sweep of liquidity yet. So no real sweep of liquidity. We are delivering from a little teeny gap here. However, we're in premium of the range. So at very best, this is probably a C setup. I would just consider this a naked gap. So if your overall bullish bias, it could work. But it is a lower probability. Probably a 50-50 style trade here. And it would also have large part to do with like how big the candle is back through here. You know, like it would have to do it in the next candle or two, and it would have to be pretty convincing. Maybe this, and then a big candle closing back above, and then go. But I think that's more of like a 50-50 type trade. more than likely with the SMT, this probably holds. So, we'll see. We might undo this whole move. I don't know. Your copy trader malfunctioning yesterday, and I was in a buy in one account and a short in another. Dude, that sucks. That is my only fear there with trading, copy trading TPT. Nobody wants to see Marsha no more. Look at this distance here. Like, this does not look like... He's probably trying to get the imbalance on the 15-minute orb high. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a higher imbalance, though. We got... I mean, I guess I could look at the 15 and see where that one's at. Let me see what you're talking about there. Yeah, I see what you mean there. 268, 270 area. Sometime you dress like Fred Mercury and sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh.
Attention, back for the winner, I'm interesting. The best things in wrestling, investing in your kids' ears and nesting.
Not a whole lot to do here. Not doing anything right now, guys. We're just waiting. I mean, if you wanted to be aggressive here, you could short this. Theoretically. It's not a horrible short, but I don't know. I still think the draw is higher personally, but it doesn't mean you can't get a few points. ETR is very low, 14. It's pretty bad. Yeah, we're looking for a decent sized candle through here, but it's not looking like it's wanting to do it. It's not looking like it wants to do it there. That's a better looking candle. We might bite on that one. We might bite, depending upon how it closes. Nope. Did I see that you're going to be on My Funded TV on Friday? Pine Tree. I don't know if you're still in here. I think I saw that. Potentially. Guys, there's this. What do you do here? Right? Like, what do you do here? It's not much to do. $28 points on the 5-minute. Volume is gasoline, and we ain't got no gas. You ain't wrong. I mean, at this point, I don't even know, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, if this candle doesn't close above, then I would discount this gap altogether. I wouldn't even consider this. It's just too choppy in this level. And there's no momentum, nothing going on, so. $45 seconds left on this candle. If this candle could somehow close above, that would be your break even. If we can get a spike, a little momentum spike right here in 20 seconds. So, yeah, true, trader on tilt. So I'm not even going to consider that a gap that I'm going to long. There would have to be a big, big candle to change my mind. And I just don't think we're going to get that. I don't think we're going to get it. Not going to happen. I mean, if anything, it looks like a bear flag here, right? Looks like my Go Gamble hats will finally arrive today. I've been waiting on those forever. 3NQ sold 2, had a runner. Oh, dang. It might go. Looks more bear flaggish, like we might take out that 281 than anything to me here. There you go. Hold on. Guys, I might take the short here. I'm going to try it. We'll try it. Weeks, I mean, I agree. I agree. Probably not going to move very much more. 270. That 5 minute, kind of giving two different signals there on the 5, huh? New 5 minute candle here. I mean, the failure to go higher here just leads me to believe we're going down. Through 290, the next shove into 290 will be my break even. I don't love shorting into that 290 level, as you guys know, but that's where it is. So we get back below this wick, I'll go break even. Free trade. Come on. Get your asticles through there. You talk nice to her, she'll sometimes do it. I mean, get your booty through there. Get your sweet booty. Your sweet booty. Rude. I can't play around with that too much. It's too aggressive of an entry. Yeah, Trev. Probably. Got to be careful. I mean, like, I didn't think that's unreasonable there, but, you know, unfortunately, it probably goes still. Just going to go without me now, most likely. I don't think it was unreasonable for the second shove into 90 to move the stop in. All right, there's the target. I also don't really want to feel like I need to force anything, you know? There it is. I mean, I don't think a 275 buy here is horrible. 250 might be better, but I do think the buys lower make more sense. That 15-minute gap is there at around that 270 area. What I would probably wait for is this, guys. Let's get a little shove lower here. Let's get a little displacement on the 1 or the 2 here. Leave another gap lower. Tap into the 15-minute. And then maybe get a nice rip out of there. Let's go later. Nice job. I mean, theoretically, we're still premium of the range here no matter what. So, for sure, Trev, it could rip out of here at any moment, and we don't know. And that's why, it's better just to be careful. Could get I don't know. I could go for a few points here, maybe like 10 or 15 potentially off this level. I don't think it's a horrible idea, but you're going to short it. We're at a level here where I think we could push back into the 280 and 290. Potentially. All right, I'm going to buy it here very tight. I'm going to keep it very tight on this one. I want to see it move quickly here. Back through. Back through 280, the stop will go into break even here. Not going to give this one very much rope. Stops in. Come on. How rude that is, guys. ES at the VWAP. Nasdaq at the 5-minute 21 EMA. The 50 EMA on the 2-minute. That's why I expected a bounce retest of 90 here. Lock it into 10. All right, let's go. What up, Body Man HG? How's it going? What time are my earnings? 420. You want to enter without the balls, pushing hard up on the wicks? Yeah. We could go to the VWAP iTrades. I was just looking for a little retest, a little retest of the 90 level there. The Punisher in the house. How long have I been trading? Through a little over 3 years. So it pushes up 119 on this account for today. The goal was to kind of pass this account today, but I don't really think it's a day to do that. We need we got to get to 102 to pass. So I need 324 more dollars. More dollar. I did close out my Ninja, but I am up 350 on the other accounts. Guys, we will be full porting some accounts for NVIDIA earnings today. We're going to full port a funded account from Take Profit Trader. We are going to be full porting 5 Buleys, 5 Apexes, all the stuff. Oh. What's up, buddy? Full port. Is that a giveaway account? This one that I'm trading is a free account. Yep. Tech, I'm gonna full port the funded account because I just passed it last night, and there's no consistency. So it's new, right? It's a new Take Profit Trader 50K. And effectively, that account costs me nothing because I pay for that account with affiliate money, which Take Profit Trader allows you to do, which is very nice. And so, if we hit a $5,000 or $6,000 slapper, then we get a nice daily payout. And if I blow the account, the only thing I really lost is time. So, the only thing we really lost is time. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's worth it. Worth the risk. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to have a trail stop on that. So I'm going to go 5 minis. And I'm going to bracket above and below price. And I'm going to OCO the 2 orders. So whichever one it tags in, there's going to be no take profit. It's going to trail. It'll trigger at 10 points to break even. And then trail 10 points behind price. So theoretically, if we get a 100-point boner, a 150-point boner, I mean, we could make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Who knows? Yeah, we're gonna be full porting. Later, I don't do a bias for earnings. I don't care. I'm gonna bracket above and below, so whichever way it goes, it goes. It is no consistency in the TPT, Take Profit Trader. So what I'll do is I'll place an order here. You know, just an example. Place a sell there, place a buy there, and whichever one it tags in, that's the way it goes. Because doesn't happen every time, but typically on earnings, like on news plays, you get this a lot. You get this a lot. Wick, and then like a 150-point move the other way. That doesn't typically happen on earnings. On earnings, it's just a little twitchiness and then blast off. So it's kind of what we're thinking for today. You don't have any idea if I got to have money on trading, what is the next step? You don't know what to do or how to upgrade. Body, well, I don't know what you're asking specifically there. I mean, you can buy a prop firm account. For example, Lucid is about $65 up front right now. You got to pass it. So you got to make 3K, or depending upon what size it is. You pass the account, then you're funded, and then you got to get above the buffer in order to be able to take a payout. Owlboy, they tell you exactly what time it comes out. Somewhere around 4:20. But I'll have my brackets on the chart early. Probably around 4:10, I'll put the brackets on the chart. And I'll have them 30 to 40 points, maybe even 50 beyond price. Because I'm only really looking for like 40 or 50 points. Yeah, I think even if we just get 30 points and I get stopped, that's $3 grand. That puts us above the buffer. That sort of thing. Yeah, Owlboy, I'm going to be streaming. I'll be on here. I'm going to get on at 3 o'clock today and we'll stream through the earnings. So. Now me, yeah. But yeah, we're going to try to pass some evals, and we're also going to we're going to send that funded account. I'll show you guys the funded account. That's the one you'll see. 263 could be. I mean, I think we're going down here. I think we're going to push back down to like 215, 210s, potentially 175s. I don't know. I think price is going to go down in order to take it up later. I mean, let's be honest. We might sweep all the way back down into here, which would be, it would be good. Like, this would be good if this happened, right? Let's fill the gap. And then for NVIDIA earnings, that was a finger, guys. But anyways, guys, I do have to charge my headphones before I get on My Funded TV. I did drop the link there to My Funded TV in the chat. Join us over there at My Funded TV with Wolf Barbie at 11:30. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Like I said, I need to charge my headphones for a little bit before we get on there. I don't want it dying. So we are green on the day. Hope you guys are as well. And we'll be back. Join us at My Funded TV, and then I'll be back live today at 3 o'clock for Power Hour in the NVIDIA rocket ship that we hope we're able to catch. Appreciate you guys watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys then.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash